Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Coding for Kids. This is going to be our second review class, and we're going to be covering while loops, if-else statements, and key entry. So let's get into it. So once you open up Visual Studio, don't click on your first program. Go create a new project, and we want to create a console app. And then you want to name this console app Review 2. Hit next. You want to make sure this is .NET 6.0 and do not use top level statements. Needs to be selected. Then hit create. Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to do in this episode. First off, I want you to create a while loop. So we're just going to go while true. And then in here, we're going to do we're going to create something called a char. Now, a char is like a string. The difference between a char and a string looks like this. So this is a string. So say my name equals Sean, right? So that's how we would do a string. All right, now a char is very similar. It's spelled C-H-A-R, but in a char, you're only allowed one character, which is either a letter or a number or a certain character on your keyboard, right? So let's do one character, and so see how we did A here? So that's saying if I try and put more than one letter here, it's going to give me an error. See, it says, hey, too many characters. So a char is only one character. And we're going to use that for our input on our keyboard. So when we hit W, we go up. When we hit A, we go left. When we hit D, we go right. When we hit S, we go down. Okay? So with that being said, that's what a char is. It says one character, so it could be a number, two, could be a symbol like at, but it can only be one character. Okay, so that's what a char. All right, so we're going to say char, and then we're going to go key pressed. All right, this is going to be the key we pressed. And then we're going to say that key pressed equals, and this is going to be console dot ready key dot key char. Okay? And then we're going to do an if statement, and we're going to say if that key pressed equals the char, so see how I use the single quotations and not the double quotations for a string, is a W, then we're going to do console dot, just for now, we'll do console dot write line and we're going to do up. All right, because W is up. If it's not a W, we're going to say A, which is going to go left. That means we want to go left. And then we're going to go D, which is going to say we want to go right. And then finally, if we want to go down, it's going to be an S. Down. And if we just want to get out of this while loop, let's put a Q, and that means we want to exit. All right. And we're going to put some curly brackets here because we're going to have more than one line of code. And then after we write exit, we're going to break. And what break is going to do is it's going to say we want to break out of this while loop and continue with code underneath it. And then we'll just write here, game is ending. Okay, so what's going to happen is we're going to go into this while loop, and it's going to stop here, and it's going to say, hey, I'm waiting here until you push a key. And then we're going to check, and we're going to say, is that key a W, an A, a D, an S, or a Q? And if it's one of those, we're going to do something. Otherwise, it's not going to do anything. It's just going to just go around again. It's going to go through all these if statements, then it's going to come back around here and just wait for another key press. Okay, so now we've done that. Let's just click and run review 2. Okay, now it's started up. If I push W, oh look, we went up. Push W again, we went up, up. If I push A, we go left, 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 left. If I push D, right, 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 right. If I push S, down, 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 down. See, so now we know that we're moving our character, our player in the right direction. And then if we hit Q, it's going to say, it's going to go into this, it's going to say exit, and it's going to break, and it says game is ending. And then the game will end. Exit, game is ending. Okay, and then click that, and that's the end of the review.